As a connoisseur of mythology and animated series, I must say that Twilight of the Gods is a captivating blend of Norse legends and creative storytelling. The character of Sigrid, voiced by Sylvia Hoeks, uh, is an intriguing mix of ancient lore and original creation. Is the Song of Sigrid featured in Netflix's latest animated series, Twilight of the Gods, based on actual Norse mythology, or just a part of the fictional narrative? Following the unveiling of his director's editions for the movie Rebel Moon, Zack Snyder carries on his collaboration with Netflix, producing an adult-oriented animated series titled Twilight of the Gods. And in this narrative, a character named Sigrid embarks on a quest to avenge herself by tracking down the god Thor, who inadvertently disrupted her wedding celebration. In its 8 installments, the series Twilight of the Gods weaves together the figures from Norse mythology and Viking folklore, often making it challenging to distinguish between fact and fiction. Uh, who is Sigrid based on in Norse mythology? In the movie Twilight of the Gods, the character Sigrid, as portrayed by Sylvia Hoeks, has numerous ties to Norse mythology and historical facts. Uh, However, is there a real life individual upon whom this character is modeled? And that's something open to speculation. One well-known Sigrid from Norse tales is Sigrid the Proud, a Scandinavian queen who, according to certain historical records, had connections with actual historical figures such as Olaf Tryggvason, King of Norway, and Swan Forkbeard, King of Denmark. In contrast, some historians question whether Sigrid truly existed, speculating instead that she might represent a combination of multiple historical queens rather than a single individual. In the play Twilight of the Gods, Sigrid is depicted as the offspring of a giantess and a mortal evidence, fueled by a thirst for retribution against the divine beings. She stands out as a relentless warrior. In the opera Twilight of the Gods, Sigrid exhibits certain parallels with the legendary Norse figure, including her union with a renowned mortal king. Nevertheless, these historical references appear to be the extent of such similarities in her fictional portrayal. Characters like Thor, Odin, and Loki from this animated series have been portrayed in various forms through different media before. However, here they've been given a unique spin on their original Norse mythology versions to fit the narrative of the television program. In an interview with CNET, Zack Snyder described Sigrid as a unique character born from the blend of a personal narrative and rich folklore, implying that she is less than of a retelling of any particular historical personality and more of an original invention. I believe her narrative became significant enough for us to attach substantial folklore to it, reflecting our own human history. The Song of Sigrid in Twilight of the Gods. Warning, the rest of this article contains spoilers for Twilight of the Gods. As the story unfolds, it's evident that the characters are determined to prevent Ragnarok, which essentially marks the final battle or twilight of the Norse gods. Notably, the title of the series itself, Twilight of the Gods, is another term referring to the event known as Ragnarok. In the last episode of the season, called Song of Sigrid, tension reaches its peak with a grand showdown pitting Sigrid and her troops against the Aesir, or gods. Although given an opportunity to stop the violence, Sigrid persists on her path of retribution and unfortunately slays Balder during the climax, a significant event leading up to Ragnarok. In the aftermath, Loki takes her life to carry forward his vendetta in Valhalla. When she awakes in Valhalla's halls, Thor tells her that the Song of Sigrid has just begun. If you're looking to Norse mythology for clues about the possible plot lines in future seasons of Twilight of the Gods based on the Song of Sigrid, there's not a lot to go on. Impression. In a unique creation specifically tailored for Netflix's animated series, Sigurd's narrative is expected to unfold in an unexpected manner, merging the hazy boundaries between Norse folklore and historical accounts of humans. Uh, Twilight of the Gods is streaming on Netflix